everyone.
Secret Invasion star Emilia Clarke recently talked about how major movie franchises similar to the MCU can get very confusing if done wrong. Clarke is set to make her first MCU appearance in the upcoming Disney Plus show Secret Invasion. The actress already publicly talked about her role in the show, and even had expressed her excitement by saying how working on the project resulted in a starstruckness for her. Clarke continues to promote the quote-unquote badass show that will be hitting Disney Plus on June 21st, and so far has only stated that the experience has been fabulous. Emilia Clarke, who will be portraying Talos' daughter, Gia, in Secret Invasion, recently spoke with Empire magazine about how the upcoming series will tie into the greater MCU. Clarke warned that some interconnected franchises similar to what the MCU is can get into a dangerous territory and become convoluted if every single project within it has to be connected with one another. The Game of Thrones star then revealed that Secret Invasion doesn't suffer from this problem, and even said to her mother, who doesn't watch Marvel, will be able to enjoy the upcoming show, saying that in full quote with Empire magazine, "It's definitely a show for the fans, but it's also a show that my mom, who doesn't watch Marvel, will also watch and get. Do you know what I mean? You can get into a dangerous territory sometimes with this sort of genre, where if you haven't watched all 17 other films or shows, you're not going to get it. This isn't like that at all," ending that quote right there. I think that to a point she's referencing what I think of as another major franchise out there that's all interconnected would have to be Star Wars, and there are many projects within Star Wars to a point with its many different movies and shows of where they are able to work independently and they don't all necessarily have to connect and go together all the time. If you are a Star Wars fan, I have a Star Wars channel linked in the description down below. This isn't the first time that Clarke has spoke out about the MCU as a whole, outside of Secret Invasion. In the past, the actress had talked about how she would like to make appearances in the franchise for quite some time, and even said that she feels quote-unquote lucky to be a part of something that is so loved, of course saying that in full quote with Empire magazine. I mean, I should be so lucky is what I'll say to that. Everyone I know and everyone I've spoken to who is a part of the Marvel Universe and actors talk, everyone has always the highest praise to offer. There's a reason why actors stay in it. They're so loved because they're having loads of fun, so I'm down for that. Sure, ending that quote right there. Really just saying how much fun it is to work on this show here for Marvel, how fun it is to be a part of what the Marvel Cinematic Universe is and what Marvel Studios is today. Emilia Clarke's comments should encourage the more casual fans of the MCU that Secret Invasion is aiming to not only be a good Marvel project, but to just be an excellent television series in general, as it's able to work outside of the greater MCU. However, what the star did say should not discourage the diehard MCU fans in any way when it comes to the upcoming show. Just because the spy show will be accessible and easy to enjoy for everyone doesn't mean that there won't be some deep storylines and tie-ins to the entire franchise. The fans can expect there to be some Easter eggs and things that of course have been missed throughout those episodes that only they will be able to catch. Of course, we'll be talking and covering all of the Secret Invasion episodes here on the channel, so of course it's all the more reason to hit that subscribe button and join us here on the channel today. Now, what is interesting about this is that we have Emilia Clarke saying that of course the show is going to work away from the rest of the greater of the MCU, like you won't be able to necessarily or have to necessarily be a diehard Marvel fan and have to have watched and reiterated and gone through, watched it backwards, slowed down and everything like that, all the other Marvel movies and all the other Marvel shows, and that maybe if you haven't even seen any other piece of content for what Marvel is, you'll still be able to follow along with this show. That there, for one thing, I think is very fun and very exciting, and to especially hear that with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, especially as it's growing and only getting bigger and bigger, it becomes a little bit of a concern of many people that you're going to have to go through and watch 20 different movies and another 30 dozen shows just to be able to understand the newest Marvel movie. So that there being said, this doesn't necessarily seem to be the case. I think to a point that's kind of what Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 suffered from a little bit. In a way, you kind of had to have seen Thor 4 and remembered a lot of the events from Avengers Endgame. Honestly, throughout like half the movie, and I talked about this in our review video for Guardians of the Galaxy out here on the channel now, I was honestly confused like halfway through the movie of where this Gamora variant had come from. She's from 2014. I explained everything in that video. Anyway, of course, being able to see and hear and kind of confirm that Secret Invasion is able to work away from the rest of the greater MCU is something that's very exciting. However, at the same time, we've heard other teases that it works both ways, and that we know that the Secret Invasion show is going to do a lot with setting up the Armored Wars movie with Don Cheadle's character, War Machine. I also believe that this show is going to do a lot with setting up the Marvels, Captain Marvel 2, coming out later this year, seeing that Nick Fury is going to be in both of these projects for another thing. I'm definitely very, very excited for Secret Invasion. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys all think and what you're looking forward to seeing with the Secret Invasion show here so far. And so until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Have a great one, guys. This has been Unofficial MCU. Peace out.